Hi, friends. This is Dave Barklow, pastor at Fort Walton Beach First United Methodist Church. Welcome to the Pastor's Study. We are normally focused on some piece of scripture each morning, but today, being Memorial Day, I just want to let us think about that for a minute today, and hopefully we'll set our mind on what this holiday truly means. For me, this holiday really came home to me one Sunday morning when I was preaching. And I mentioned that the next day was Memorial Day and that we need to thank our veterans. And after the service, I had a retired colonel in my congregation who made a beeline down that aisle. And he shook my hand, and in shaking my hand, he also drugged me out of the center of the sanctuary to where he could speak to me alone. And he said, "I need you to know, as much as I'm a veteran and I appreciate your thanks, Memorial Day is not about thanking veterans. Memorial Day is about thanking those who gave their life in service to the country. We have Veterans Day to remember veterans, but Memorial Day is about those who have given their life." And I knew it was incredibly meaningful for him because he had had friends lose their lives in service to the nation. So on this Memorial Day, I thought we would do well to think a little bit about what it means that it's Memorial Day, where we remember those who had given their lives in service to their country. Memorial Day really got its start after the Civil War, when there were the greatest number of U.S. casualties ever in a war, and there began the need to be public cemeteries, and then there became what we call decoration days. I found an account of what might be one of the earliest gatherings to remember fallen soldiers that we have in our nation. It is fascinating. It took place, it's in Charleston, South Carolina, and it was a place where there had been a Confederate outpost that had kept prisoners of war. And over the course of the war, 260 Union soldiers had died in that prison, and they were hastily thrown into makeshift mass graves. At the conclusion of the war, after the Confederacy surrendered, freed slaves came and exhumed those bodies and laid them to rest in individual graves in a cemetery right there in the outskirts of Charleston, as a way to honor those Union soldiers who gave their life in service to freedom. And then, more remarkably, that May 1st, that spring, there became a parade in the local racetrack there. The local newspaper says that over 10,000 people showed up, mostly freed slaves. And they paraded around the local racetrack. There were scriptures read by minister. There was prayers that were offered. And it was a way of giving memorial to those Union soldiers. It came out of that place of thankfulness from these freed slaves, people who now had their freedom because of what these Union soldiers had given. So Memorial Day, from its very beginning, comes out of a place of great thankfulness to those men and those women who have given their lives in service to our nation so that we can enjoy the lives that we have today. I hope that today at 3 p.m. you will observe the national moment of silence as we give thanks together to God for the men and women who have given their lives. Friends, I'm Dave Barklow, pastor at Fort Walton Beach First United Methodist. I love you. Take care of yourselves and shine the light of Christ.